Hello, hello! This is Sylvia Verbena, and today I'm here again with the fantastic.
Alice Kingston here.
Alrighty, so we are back with another video about EVO, specifically EVO Day 2!
Day two. I feel like day two we didn't do as much because we had like one big focus for day two. Well, I guess two big focuses for day two.
Yeah, but the main thing was the thing you wanted, which was...
The Samurai Shodown top 8. So because I got washed in pools, I was just like, well, I'd like to see, who was the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
And actually, one of the people who made top 8 was in my starting pool, so I was doomed from the get-go.
That's pretty crazy, though, that, you can have people in your same pool of all levels, all experiences, and it's like, oh, yeah, that guy was in my top 8.
Did I talk about my Soul Calibur experience from 2019?
I believe so. I think you did.
The maxi player?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so I really wanted to see the SamSho top 8. And honestly, there was a time getting to the top 8. Because it's not one of the main tournaments, it was one of like the sub-tournaments they had there. And so it had a much smaller attendance. And so we had to find out what stage it was at. And finding it was just, ugh. Like,
yeah.
we went to the command center and just like, hey, where's it going to be at? And the guy gave us completely wrong directions.
To be fair, it is, because we also looked at the map later, it is a little confusing.
Yeah.
A little disorienting.
So we ended up going to the stage where they were doing the, I think it was the costume contest?
Yeah, the cosplay contest.
My apologies. And I was just like, this is not it. And so I panicked and I was just like, where is it? And we went back to the command center, talked to a different person, and they pointed us in the right direction, and we got there, and they hadn't started yet, because I think they were having technical difficulties at the time.
Yeah, they were running at least like a few minutes behind.
Yeah. So it worked out perfectly. By the time I got there, they were like, yeah, and you were taking care of something else at the time, and then I was like, hey, I'm over here.
Yeah, I found you okay.
Yeah. But, like, man. So for those of you who don't know, SamSho, pretty good game.
Which I do have a question about that. So obviously, the thing that got me into fighting games was Street Fighter, because I played it with you and our other friends. But besides Street Fighter, would you say SamSho is probably maybe like one of your top 3 fighting games?
I would not say top 3.
Top 3, no?
No, I would definitely say top 5 for sure. Because, like, every time I play it, I'm just like, man, this is a lot of fun. Like, I will honestly, like, my favorite fighting game will forever be Soul Calibur.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That is hands down my number 1. My number 2 is actually BlazBlue.
Oh, really?
Love BlazBlue. Such a good game. They actually had a tournament for BlazBlue, but we were just so pressed for time, we didn't get a chance to watch that.
Yeah, and I think, I don't have the schedule on hand anymore, but I'm pretty sure it overlapped with some other big top 8 that we were gonna watch, like maybe like overlap with Tekken or something.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And my number 3 is Darkstalkers.
Oh yeah.
Love Darkstalkers.
Or
Darkstalkers.
Darkstalkers, completely abandoned by Capcom.
Oh my goodness! Except for Morgan. Morgan lives on.
Yep. I mean, we all know why she lives on.
Right. But yeah, SamSho would definitely be top 5 easy for sure. Because, like, I've only played, like, maybe 2 SamSho entries. So this one is SamSho 2019, but the fans pretty much call it SamSho 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of its nickname is Samurai Shodown 7, which is funny because it's actually one of SNK's oldest fighting game series, but, like, it just, I don't know, I don't feel like it ever really, it has a huge fan base and it's really popular too. But from what I understand, it went through some weird stuff where they tried to do a 3D version of it, and then it just never caught on, and the series was dormant for quite a while, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, and then they finally decided to bring it back in 2019, and people were like, yo, this game looks great, it plays really well, too. So, like, for the uninitiated, Samurai Shodown it's a very tight fighting game. It's actually very simple. Like, it's not a big heavy combo game. It does have directional inputs, but most of the directional inputs are fairly simple. It's a lot of quarter circle, half circle motion. Nothing super crazy. But you need some good timing. And if you button mash, you will get blown up. Because Samurai Shodown, you take huge damage, like you saw.
Oh yeah. Like this is we've dabbled a little bit in SamSho, and the one character that I've only played so far is Charlotte. But yeah, like seeing those tournaments, I was like, one hit did half their hit points.
Absolutely, yeah. You can do crazy damage in SamSho because it's meant to be this like high risk, high reward game where you just kind of like you play footsies with your opponent, and whoever like makes the first mistakes gets just mollywopped. They get hammered.
Yeah, and I learned a lot during that match. Like I got to see a lot more characters. And since I wasn't like super familiar with everything about SamSho, like something would happen and the crowd would be like, "Oh!" and I'm like, "What happened? What happened?"
I think SamSho has the benefit that it's relatively easy to follow, but if you don't know some of the more specifics for the newest game, you can be like, "What?" Because the rage meter works very differently as opposed to other fighting games' super meter. Because in most fighting games, the more damage you take and the more damage you do, you build up your meter. Whereas in Samurai Shodown, the more damage you take, you build up your rage meter, but then once your rage meter is kind of like at full, it slowly kicks down, and so you gotta use it or lose it at that point.
Yeah, that was a really interesting concept, and I don't know exactly what it's called, but if an enemy was like all up in your space, and you're like, nah, get out of here, meter, you activate your meter.
Yeah, you do the rage burst thing, and then once you have that rage burst gone, you do more damage. The time clock stops as well, and I think, don't quote me on this, I could be wrong on this, but I think you take less damage too. So like,
interesting.
The ball is in your court, and you can pull off this one move called the Isin, which the Isin is just basically a forward dash, and if you catch their opponent, you do a percentage of their health, like it's an equivalent to your own Isin meter itself. So like if you got a lot of rage meter and you hit him with the Isin, you do crazy damage.
That's wild.
Yeah. But it's easy to see it too, because it's a forward dash, so you're just like, nope, you trying to Isin on me? Nah.
Block.
Yeah, exactly. But if you can catch him in a combo, woo, buddy. Like, it's donezo.
That's a round closer right there.
Right. But, so going into the actual top 8 itself, just kind of seeing how it was all done, what I really liked about SamSho's top 8 this year was it was a very diverse cast.
Oh, yeah, there were a lot. And, there were a couple repeats. Like,
there were, yeah.
The super popular ones, but for the most part, I think there was like, at least 10?
What?
10 different characters that made it in the top 8?
In top 8, 10 characters?
No, like, because, some was like, oh, Biken, let me do Biken one round, and then let me do someone else the next round.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's like, actually people did some character changes.
Yeah,
I guess you're right.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I gotcha. I was like,
Sorry.
how can there be 10 characters in a top 8? But yes,
I can math.
there were some people that did switch characters, which, it doesn't happen often in big tournaments like this, but people actually did that, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, trying to, make the most of that matchup? Or...
Exactly, yeah. Back in 2019, when Samurai Shodown was just out and they brought it to EVO, there was one character, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm forgetting his name. He was not present in the top 8 at all this year. But that year, he was literally 5 of the top 8 characters.
Oh.
He was crazy over
Was it Hanzo?
It was not Hanzo. It was he's basically the Akuma of the game. Oh my goodness. It's gonna come to me at 3 in the morning, and it's like, it's blah, blah, blah.
That's okay. We'll put it in post, and it'll be like, yeah, this guy.
Yeah. But, then after that, he got nerfed all to heck and back. But this year, there was a great mix of all different characters, and to me, that's my favorite. Like, no one really likes seeing mirror matches for top 8s. Like, maybe 1 or 2, it's bound to happen. But, like, this year, it was just all completely different characters, actually. Yeah.
And, again, as someone who's not very familiar with SamSho, it's kind of interesting, learning seeing all the different characters, the different mechanics, all the cool things they can do. Like, I don't think I'll really play this character just because I don't think she's much in my archetype. But the shield girl, her special, you just, boom, just big old dragon paw.
Oh my goodness, yeah. That was, like, the way that they set it up, too, was so good. Because, like, Rujing is that one. I think I was saying her name right? Her whole thing is... Yeah. I'm not a fan of this character because she is a trap setter.
Yeah, but when you set the traps, I was like, wow, that's pretty effective.
But, like, what was crazy is, like, they would set the traps and then use her special to, like, bring down the dragon claw, and I was like, that's genius. I've never thought of that before.
To be fair, again, your main is Wanfu.
Wanfu, that's
Wanfu.
right. Yeah, he's the big boy grappler.
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy.
Well, because like one of the things about Samurai Shodown is it's a weapon-based fighter, and if you lose your weapon, most fighters are like
toast.
They lose a huge. They can't do any special moves. They lose a ton of their offensive and defensive capabilities. Not Wu. Like he's like, oh yeah, I can command grab you. I tried to do that a few times when I played in it, and I got blown up because I was just like, because like a command grab, you can't just throw it out there.
Yeah.
You got to set it up with combos and stuff like that.
Well, you did get some pretty good hits on there during your pool run.
That's true, yeah. But I never got the command grab because I was just like, yeah. But we did not see him in the top 8, which is cool. Yeah.
That's okay. Be the change you want to see in the world. Next year, you'll be Wanfu top 8.
So I'm kind of curious though. So like of other characters you saw, what was one that stood out to you?
There were a few. Like I know the one dude who had the puppy,
Galford.
Galford, yeah, I didn't realize there's some mechanic where you can hit the puppy.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know you could do that either, actually.
And every time the puppy got hit, the sad little dog noise, and then even the commentators were like, no, not the puppy.
He hit Poppy.
Poppy, yeah, poor Poppy. But, that was really cool. It was like, Poppy, attack! You can actually have a little companion to help you out.
Yep.
That one dude where he has his fireballs and you catch someone, then you just blast them with fire, like that was pretty cool.
Kazuki, yeah, Kazuki has a command grab where it just grabs you and then you just get lit up.
Yeah. Where's some other ones? Biken's pretty strong, but you said she's a guest character from somewhere?
She's from Guilty Gear, actually.
Guilty Gear.
Yep, she's from Guilty Gear. When Biken made it from Guilty Gear into Samurai Shodown, everyone was like, yes, yep. Because, like, she's super popular in Guilty Gear. And so bringing her over to SamSho is honestly, like, duh.
Yeah, it's like, why wouldn't you,
Right. A lot of people were kind of upset. They were just like, man, I can't believe a Guilty Gear character, a guest character, came in and took our tournament. Which, that is kind of a tough one right there. But, oh my goodness, that was the coolest thing about it, too. The top 8 went down to the very last set.
Oh, yeah.
And
they reset it.
Yeah, you reset the bracket, and so it was like, oh man, this is it. Clutch play, and then I felt so bad, because basically, like, the dude who was playing, was Hanzo, yeah. He was, like, working it, he had a great strategy, he was really good, doing great mix-ups, but in that last 2 rounds, he choked, and then, like, it fell through.
Yeah, but also, speaking of Hanzo, like, that's some pretty cool abilities, too, that you can teleport, like, 3 different ways with him?
Yeah, Hanzo's all about like that mix-up game because he can teleport either nowhere, he can teleport above you, in front of you, if you space it out right, behind you on the ground, and then he has the fireball, which obviously the fireball's not meant for damage, it's meant to kind of like do a mix-up because you're just like, oh, where's the fireball going to come from, because it bounces.
Yeah, like that's kind of weird too. It's like, oh, wait, I have to time this so I don't, jump right into it.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think the other thing that's really cool about it is most Samurai Shodown is fairly easy, but like with Hanzo, you actually do need some good execution because all of his different teleports, I think it's the same input, but it's either light, medium, or heavy slash for it. But you have to be cognizant of which one that you're hitting at the time.
Yeah, no button mashing.
Exactly. I definitely could never play Hanzo because like Hanzo doesn't do a lot of damage, but even though he has a command grab, actually.
Oh, really?
The Izuna drop.
Oh, yeah, that thing. That's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, because you never heard of the Izuna drop before that.
Yeah, no, every time, like, he did a spiral up into the air and then boom, come down, you're like, yeah, the Izuna drop. I'm like, the what?
It's like, it's the Izuna drop. Like, all ninjas in fighting games have that.
Oh, I mean, again, the only fighting game I've really played is Street Fighter.
Kimberly has an Izuna drop.
Yeah, but I haven't had a chance to experiment with Kimberly.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was really fun, and just, seeing it in person was also just, super, super, super hype.
Well, like, so in our little bit of time that we've played through Samurai Shodown, the character that you've gravitated to the most is...
Charlotte.
Blonde French, that's crazy.
Hey, leave me alone. Leave my preferences alone.
That's crazy.
Maybe I want a strong French blonde woman. What about it?
To be fair, Charlotte is, she's a good character. I think she's always kind of like, you know, a good central kind of character because she has really good pokes.
Yeah.
She has a good projectile. She's a good anti-air. She's just a very well-rounded character.
Yeah, and then, you know, especially facing you against Wongfu, I'm like, oh man, let me just do my triangle thing and keep you at a distance. Okay, bye.
My goodness, yeah. Because her triangle, it's a massive one. Like, it's one of the few times where you have, like, a huge projectile that fills the whole screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think you can jump it, but it's really hard.
Yeah, you probably have to time it really well.
Yeah, you might as well. You're just better off trying to block it. And she's like, yeah, go ahead, block it. Yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, like, obviously, I don't know all the inputs for SamSho, but what I do appreciate about, you know, SamSho, and, you know, even kind of Street Fighter to a degree, is like, oh, you know, as I'm learning, I can just kind of, you know, ideally you don't want to push buttons, but I can just kind of push buttons and stuff will still happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then I figure out what buttons do what thing, and then I kind of have a plan.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I think it's much easier in those ones, because, like, those are, like, you know, Capcom and SNK are very long-standing legacy people that have made fighting games for ages, and so they're kind of like, oh, you know, we get what people like, and, like...
Yeah, bringing in newbies also, like me.
Yeah. Well, I feel like SNK and Capcom are really trying to bring in new crowds for it, especially SNK.
Yeah.
Which actually kind of takes us into our next thing. We went, after we finished the SamSho Top 8, we actually went into SNK's booth.
Oh, well, actually, I do have one last question for SamSho before we move on.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So, you know, besides Charlotte, out of everyone that was in the top 8, who do you think, like, I should try next would be maybe a good fit for me based on, you know, Charlotte and my other Street Fighter tendencies?
Alright, so just to kind of give you folks a little bit of, like, who was in the top 8, we have Rujang, Kazuki, Baiken, Iroha, Hanzo, Jubei, Mina, Galford, Ukyo, and Nakoruru. So of these ones, because you tend to like either really rush down or kind of like normal or all-rounder all-rounder characters.
Yeah.
The two that come to mind is Iroha, I think, actually would be one, because she's kind of an all-rounder, and she has some pretty gnarly well, not gnarly, but very useful projectiles.
Yeah, and she's pretty zippy, too.
She is very fast, yeah.
She was the one who, kind of blew you up in your pool.
She was, yeah. Someone got me with an Iroha, and I was like, ugh, I got beat by a waifu character.
Waifu bait.
Oh my goodness, she's shameless, too. I'm just like, wow. Like, I got nothing against, you know, like, oh, we'll make characters attractive. I see nothing wrong with that. But Iroha is, like, built so heavily on sex appeal that it's kinda nutso-butso. I'm like, dang, y'all.
I mean, you gotta bring in that audience somehow.
Right. But honestly, the other character that I think you might like would actually be Ukyo.
Oh, okay.
I think you might like Ukyo.
Interesting. Well, I guess, you know, the next time we play SamSho, I'll give both of those a try.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and there you go. There's a new idea for another Thursday Throwdown. SamSho.
Oh, it was so much fun. I love SamSho. Because we talked about how like SamSho 7 has had the weirdest journey.
Yeah.
Because like when it came out for the PlayStation 4, and Google Stadia.
Of all places.
All things.
I completely forgot that thing existed.
And so did Google.
Yeah, you're right.
And like, you know, it took forever for it, because I think after it came to PC, I think it went to Epic first, and it did not come to Steam for a long time. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, when it finally came to Steam, people were like, yes!
Yeah, and it was a good, like, what, few years later?
I think it was almost 4 years it took for it to finally be released to come to Steam. Something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, that's wild.
Right. And it didn't have rollback network at first, so like online with it was rough.
Oh boy!
But then finally they patched it out, and I think that definitely took 4 years for sure. And they're like, finally, it came out in 2023. We can finally play SamSho online.
Yeah, and now you have it on your PC.
Yeah, that'd be so much fun. Oh, I'd love that.
Alrighty, well there we go. A new Thursday Throwdown in the future. Samurai Shodown.
Yeah.
Alrighty, but sorry, going back to SNK.
Yeah, the booth was actually really nice. I like their booth setup.
Yeah. We they had a few different games you could try. Like there was SamSho, of course.
Well, that wasn't really like, a thing you could try. That was part of their contest.
Yeah, their little contest thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the contest was if you could beat 2 opponents in a row, you could get a mystery magnet, and then in some of those mystery bags, you could have gotten I don't know if it was a guaranteed ticket or a raffle ticket to some lunchbox hitbox leverless thing.
Oh, I think it was you would get a ticket for a raffle for that. Yeah. Like, I did not get on that.
Yeah. Well, we tried to we tried to do the little SamSho thingy.
Yeah.
I got you that round.
Yep, you got me that round, yeah.
Yeah, and then I pushed buttons against someone else, and I lost, obviously, but they were really chill.
Yeah, they were super cool.
Yeah, they also had, we didn't do these games, but there was Garo.
Oh, yeah.
Was there anything else besides those two?
I don't remember. There was Garo. King of Fighters 15, I think they also had there too.
Oh yeah. But most of the booths were for Garo.
Yeah, it was definitely like Garo, because Garo's like the new hotness right now. I was just happy to see like a representation for SamSho of some kind.
Oh yeah, I know that's your baby.
Yeah. And then after that was King of Fighters 15, which SNK kind of does I think it's like a more or less a 2-year cycle. Where they're like, here's one franchise, 2 years later, here's this one, 2 years later, here's another one right here.
Okay.
So SamSho had its time, and then after that we got King of Fighters 15, and right now they're on the Garo spin right now.
Yeah.
And
probably makes sense, they're still releasing like new, DLC characters, whatever.
Yeah, like the SNK is a pretty consistent schedule for all their different DLC, so I'm just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, I finally picked up Garo, and I'm just like, yes.
Yeah, and then someday we'll give it a try too.
Yeah, I just thought of one. So this wasn't at SNK's booth. It was at Arc Systems booth, which was right next door.
Oh yeah.
the Hunter x Hunter one.
Yeah,
we did not touch it.
Yeah.
Sorry to all the Hunter x Hunter fans. Like, I know nothing of the franchise.
Yeah, neither do I.
Like, I have some family that they love the series, and they're like, you gotta watch it. If you like One Piece, you'll like Hunter x Hunter. Actually, someone was telling me it's not Hunter x Hunter, it's like Hunter Psy Hunter or something like that.
Oh, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I know a lot of animes, if they have some sort of like X in their name, you're not supposed to say them. Like, for Spy Fam, I always say like Spy X Family, but apparently you're not supposed to say the X, so it's supposed to just be Spy Family. But whatever.
Yeah, right. But yeah, we did not go into that one at all.
Yeah. Maybe next time. And was Dragon Ball there?
No, Dragon Ball was not there.
Okay, I don't remember.
I don't remember either, honestly. But no, I don't think Dragon Ball was there. Okay. Or if it was there, it was not there in a prominence. But Arc Systems had something there, but Hunter x Hunter was the one that they were really pushing at the time.
Yeah, and honestly, the only kind of the only thing we did, well, there's the Tokon demo, and then there's the Guilty Gear bike. Wait, is that? Wait.
Yeah, that is Guilty Gear.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we did all that stuff on back on our day one thing.
Oh, by the way, Tokon on day 2, even more massive.
Oh my goodness!
It got worse as the weekend went on.
Oh yeah, which kind of makes sense because, I feel like for most cons, definitely whatever that middle day is for EVO was Saturday. Like that's always the one that most people tend to go to.
Yeah.
Because I remember like a couple years ago, I actually went to New York Comic Con, and we were only there for 2 out of the 4 days. We were there on, I believe it was either Thursday, Friday, or Friday, Saturday, because we mainly went there to do all the Critical Role, like photo shoots and autographs and stuff like that. And definitely by like the second day that we went, that was the more popular one because all the big panels and stuff were there. So, everyone bought tickets for those days.
And usually like the thing with EVO specifically too is like, day 1, everyone is there for their pools. And then by day 2, a lot of people have been flushed out of their pools, so to speak. And so they're like, oh, we gotta
drowned.
Yeah, they drowned in pools. So now it's time to go do something else.
Yep.
Hey, those demos. Let's go hit them demos up. And Tokon is the new big one this year. And holy cow, I was just shocked at how just crazy that line was for basically Like, it was pretty bad day 1. Day 2, somehow even worse.
Yeah.
Day 3, I didn't even look at it. Cause
it was still massive.
Mm-hmm.
And even, because, I think, doors opened at, like, what, 10 a.m.?
Yep.
Even 10 a.m., like, those lines were already starting.
Yeah, people were pretty much there as soon as they opened. They were like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna go there.
Yep. Yeah, it was a really cool experience.
Yeah. But, yeah, after we kind of did our brief stint at the SNK booth, we went and met up with a few friends, and we just did shopping there for a while.
Shopping!
Yeah. But the big thing was also looking around at different controllers and fight pads.
Yeah, so, I can never pronounce this one right. Victrix?
Victrix, yeah.
Yeah, like, we checked out their controllers, and they were actually, like, super, super lightweight.
Yeah, especially considering they have, I think it's an aluminum case they have for them, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I was like, it's pretty cool, but it's not really my jam. I wasn't super into it. They had their fight sticks. I thought it was cool that they had like different colors and different Tekken characters.
Mm-hmm.
And then we checked out like Hori, their mini fight stick because I have mini hands.
You got baby hands.
Yeah, we checked out a few different ones, and I found one that I maybe liked, but I want to just kind of think on it for a little bit. At first I was actually kind of leaning towards the WASD whatever type of what do you call them, hitbox?
Yep, hitbox.
Yeah. And then I reconsidered and I started trying out different leverless ones, but and because our other friend was also maybe considering getting their first kind of fight pad, but and I'll mention this on the the day 3 stuff as well, but my kind of struggle with finding whatever sort of hitbox, lunchbox, fight stick, whatever that I wanted is my hands.
She got barber hands.
Most things are not sized for me, so I would try them out, and after like 10 seconds I'd be like, wow, my hand hurts.
To be fair, it also kind of takes a while to get kind of just used to it in general.
Oh yeah.
Because like most video games, you hold with your hands and your thumbs do most of the work. But using a fight stick, you actually have to like stretch your hand out and using your fingers to tap the buttons for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're not used to that, it can like, I've used fight sticks for a little while, and it's still after a while you're just like, oh, I kind of feel it in my wrist after a little bit.
Yeah, it was a different experience, but it was a cool one. But that day I didn't buy anything just yet.
Didn't pull the trigger. There was
Not
a
yet.
lot of consideration around it.
Mm-hmm.
There was one that I just thought was bizarre. You really liked where.
Oh wait. Sorry, we might be thinking of the wrong one. Sorry, go on.
Well, there was that one fight pad that had like the sticks for, or the keypads for it, but the top key was a wide, long key.
Oh yeah. So that was part of the WASD formats.
Yeah, like you gravitated to that one so hard. And
I mean, it felt really nice. It had a very nice kind of clicky response.
Yeah, I was like, that's weird.
Yeah,
that's
but then
all you.
Kind of the more I thought about it, I was like, oh well, I'd have to use like one finger for both up and down.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, when we went there, they were like, oh yeah, we're out.
Oh no, that one actually, it was a... Oh well, yeah, so the one specifically they had on the table was a prototype, and then they're not prototype, they were sold out of it. So I was like, oh, well, this is the universe saying don't do it.
Yeah, which sucks. And then we looked to see how much it would cost, like, through the actual store, and it was from Japan.
Yeah, so that's the thing, like, the cost itself, compared to the other fight sticks, whatever, like, it wasn't bad, it was pretty comparable, but I would have to pay, there's still, like, the tax fee, and then there was still the international shipping fee that was not included, so I was like, oh, and, I think for that one, I also possibly would have needed a converter.
That's right.
Yeah, so, like, the prototype that they had would not have needed a converter, but they still had their old one on the website. So between, like, shipping fees from Japan and the converter, and, even though the yen is, weaker right now, that's still a lot of extra money.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, maybe not.
Converters are not cheap either.
Uh-huh.
Like, we looked into this a while ago, because, like, so my fight stick I got apparently what's called the boomer fight stick.
It's because you use a a stick.
Well, it's not just because it's a stick, but it's also like my generation too. Because like Victrix still produces new sticks, and people still like the sticks. But mine is the Quanba Obsidian. Love that fight stick. It is a glorious fight stick. It's pretty chunky, but it feels really good, and a lot of people, it's very well loved to this day. But it was made for the PS4, the PS3, and PC. So if you wanted to use it on a PS5, you have to, or a Switch for that matter, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah, for a PS4 or a PS5, a Switch, you have to get a converter for it. And we looked into it, and like the one you can get for the Switch, that one was like what, $13?
Oh yeah, that was really interesting. Like, oh, you just need to plug it into a Switch? Yeah, here's a black converter for $13.
But if you wanted to use that converter for a PS5, that just is going to run you $50.
I think it was closer to 60. Actually.
Yeah, I think you might be right. And
I'm like, that's the cost of a new video game.
Yeah, and I was just like, no, I'm good. I'm just no.
Yeah, it's like I gotta play the price of a video game to play a video game.
Yeah, I was just like, no, that's not as cool as that would be. Because like I really wanted to bring my fight stick, because I got to bring my fight stick to EVO a couple of years ago, and it was cool. But I'm just like, oh man, to bring it again.
Plus, it's heavy.
It is heavy. The Quanba is like, it's a pretty big one. I almost got the Obsidian 2, but I watched a bunch of stuff online, and they're like, the Obsidian 2 is a downgrade compared to the classic Obsidian. I'm like, that's lame. It looks so nice too, but
yeah,
I guess a lot of like the quality of life stuff, the cable cord is in a weird spot too. Where you can put your headphone jack is in a weird spot too. It doesn't have the light up stuff on the sides. Like, I'm just like, oh, that's lame.
Yeah.
Not only that, I swapped out the buttons on mine, and I put a diamond gate in instead of the square gate. So I'm just like, nah.
Yeah. Speaking of fight sticks and all that, I can't remember. Did we already talk about some of the wacky ones we saw?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Oh my goodness, you saw the big one.
Yeah. So, and if we if we already talked about this, sorry. Apparently, we both have crow brains. But so this one I didn't see in person, but this dude had a fight stick, and it was just like plants.
Oh, that one I did see.
Yeah, you saw it, I didn't. But
yeah.
I'm like, how does that even work?
Like, it literally just looks like a trellis, and there's plants and over the top. And from what I could see, there's buttons beneath the plants. So I think it's all just like a circuit board, but the thing's pretty big. But I was just like, that was cool. Like, I have a green thumb myself, so seeing that, I was like, neat. I'm pretty sure it's fake plants, but I like the aesthetic. And one could also say it hides their button presses, so you don't have to, like,
get a cover.
Right. It's like, what buttons are they using?
Yeah, right? But, yeah, it's probably most definitely fake because, with all that circuitry and stuff, could you imagine trying to have to water real life plants in there?
Yeah.
I think that would be a bit of a nightmare.
Short circuit on, oh my goodness.
Just short circuit in the middle of the tournament.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely fake plants.
Yeah, and then the other big one, I know this was actually kind of floating around on Twitter. There was this dude who had a giant, how big would you even guess that thing was?
I would say that thing was probably a good 4.5 feet long, and like a good, all right, so 4.5 feet long.
What, 2 feet wide?
2 feet wide, probably long. Actually, no, I think it's actually 2.5 feet wide.
Oh man!
And the depth was about a foot, is what I'm thinking.
It was big, and those buttons were also like massive. They were like the size of like small saucers.
Yeah. And the joystick was like the size of like,
his head almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I actually saw the dude, walking around the convention and carrying it on his back like a backpack.
I missed that. You got to see that one.
Yeah, I got to see that one. And then when I was scrolling through Twitter, seeing what other people were posting about EVO, keeping in the know, I saw someone who did like a little interview about it. And do you remember, before I told you the actual amount, do you remember your guess for how much it weighed?
Yeah, so I remember thinking like, all right, this thing's probably hollow. It's gotta be, because most fight sticks are fairly hollow, honestly. But it's gotta have some, like, probably made of, I remember thinking it was like maybe plastic or something like that. So I was like, it probably weighs like, I'm gonna highball a little bit, and I think I said 60 pounds.
That was your second guess. Your first guess was 50.
Oh, was it? Okay.
And then I was like, go a little higher.
It was like 75.
Yeah, and then I think that one was, I don't know, you're 60 or whatever. And then I turned my phone around, I played the clip, and it was like 90 pounds.
That's crazy.
On your back.
90 pounds. It's like you're carrying a person with you, a small person. Oh my goodness.
You just gotta do, like, probably the way you do training for that is just get a big dog and then just carry a big dog on your back all day.
I'm just thinking about, like, how you do quarter circle motions on the thing, too.
Terribly.
Right? Because, like, I remember seeing the pictures you showed me later. They had to lay it in their lap.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how they'd have to be at the end because, like, the thing was so wide, too. And he built it himself, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think, you know, if I find the link again, I'll, you know, put it in. But I think he said, like, even just the planning part of, like, how all the components were going to work together, just the planning on that thing alone took 2 months.
Yeah, because, like, with something that big, you can't use, like, standard buttons.
Mm-hmm.
So he would have had to have made his own buttons from scratch kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or there might be... So back when I went to EVO back in 2019, they had these just massive arcade cabinets that were, like, 30 feet tall. And they had huge buttons and a huge joystick like that, too.
Oh.
So maybe he could have gone to, like, whoever, like, was the purveyor for those. But Lord knows, like,
yeah, right?
those are not cheap. He probably... I'm thinking he maybe 3D printed the buttons himself.
Yeah, I was just about to say, maybe if he has a 3D printer, you know, he could print them himself.
Yeah, what's crazy, though, is, like, so the thing about, like, buttons for pads and sticks, they have springs and whatnot in there, too. So I'm just like, did he have to, like, do those and calibrate him himself and all that?
Maybe. And,
Oh,
you
my
know,
goodness.
like, big springs for other things exist out there, so maybe... You know, maybe he, like, 3D printed his own buttons, and then he just took, like, you know, big springs from, you know, whatever other, like, appliance or furniture or whatever. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know how that stuff works.
Goodness, like I could see why that would be such a huge undertaking. Like,
yeah.
man, kudos to him, because, like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall, you know, seeing him place anywhere, like, anything like that.
But it was definitely the most creative one.
Oh my goodness, yeah. And, like, I've seen some really weird hitboxes. Like, usually when you see, like, weird controllers at EVO and stuff like that, it's because people put, like, funny artwork or stuff like that. Daigo has one hitbox that just, it looks atrocious. It looks like a pizza box just littered with buttons.
Oh yeah, wasn't that was that in the Fight Stick Museum?
No,
No,
Daigo's one.
okay.
There was that one that was in the Fight Stick Museum that looked like an accordion that had the buttons
Yeah.
on the side. That one was crazy. We didn't talk about the Fight Stick Museum, but I don't remember
yeah.
what day we went.
I think we checked it out on day 1.
Oh,
but
yeah.
we didn't do a ton there. But at least for me, you know, it was cool to see all of the you know, just kind of all the sticks through history.
Yeah.
Most of them, you know, pretty normy looking, and
Right,
then you know
for sure,
the oddballs every now
Yeah.
and then.
I geeked out hardcore for that thing myself. I was geeking out for
Oh,
that
you
one.
have much more history than I do on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was cool that they also had the little CRT TVs.
Oh, yeah, it was a nice touch.
Yeah, and they also had the I'm pretty sure it was in the museum where you could attempt the what was it, Daigo 37, Parry 37?
Oh, Moment 37, the Daigo
Moment
parry.
37,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Daigo parry, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately the line for that was also super long.
I was surprised how long that line was.
Yeah, and yeah, I kind of wanted to try it on the other days, but it was just long the whole time.
Yeah.
So I gave up. But yeah, maybe next EVO if they have something like that.
Yeah, hopefully. I think this was like an anniversary for it or something like that.
Oh, okay, that would make sense why they had it.
Yeah, I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, but you know, that's still cool, and you know, really awesome that they were able to you know, recreate it for other people to try.
Mm-hmm. Like, I think they just had a machine set up so you just, like, sit down, hit the button, go into the moment, and then just try and do it on the fly.
Yeah, and then, you know, we were talking about this the other day where, you know, as someone who brand new to the series, my first game really is Street Fighter 6 that I've seriously played. I was like, oh man, you want to block? You parry? You know, whatever. Either just like down back, or just press the, you know, the two shoulders, whatever, to do the special parry. I don't know terminology. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
It's like, oh, okay, it's just one press, and then either you get it or you don't get it. But for that parry specifically, you have to like bam, 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 do them all in like a certain timing.
Well, so if you know, Moment 37 is Street Fighter 3. That one you have to do a what is it? The parry motion, which is like forward and hitting a button. And like he had to do it for Chun-Li's Super, and he did it with like express timing because it's fast, has very particular moments. And, you know, Daigo hits them all perfectly.
Yeah.
While it's in the middle of a competition and people are yelling and screaming, too.
Yeah, that's the other thing, too. But, I don't know, was it, you have to hit it like 15 times or something like that?
That's not that many, but it is quite a few times.
Yeah.
This is the thing that actually I was thinking about, too. Like, say you parried all that, and then he follows it up and finishes the match.
Yeah.
Like, if in, like, my greatest of wonders that I was actually able to, like, do the full parry, I'd be like, oh, I did it.
And then just went, whew, I'm done.
and then get properly punished.
Yeah. No, that's so valid.
Yeah. But yeah, that was everything for day 2, yeah.
Yeah, and then just, you know, chill out, explore, do some more you know, some more shopping like we said. And
yeah, we can touch the rest of this on day 3.
Yeah, I think oh no, I was about to say Tekken, but I think that was on day 3.
That's day 3 for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had a super fun time. Any other last things that you would like to say for day 2?
Nothing really stands out to me. I'm glad we did make it to Samurai Shodown's top 8. I'm glad we actually got to do some shopping and look at some different pads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Feel bad that we didn't get to do a couple demos that day, but you know, they'll be next time.
Yeah, and you know, if nothing else, it's, you know, those games will release eventually, so yeah, we can just try them then, if nothing else.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was our little wrap up for EVO Day 2. If you made it this far, you know, thank you very much for listening. Truly appreciate it. And this is Sylvia Verbena.
This is Alice Kingston.
Signing off until next time. Bye-bye.
Later, everybody.